Hey everybody, so I am going to be making some buffalo style boneless chicken bites in my Ninja Speedi today. And on the back here, as far as the heating instructions go, it says to do either the conventional oven method or microwave. And then obviously it has your toss and sauce method. I mean, obviously once you're done cooking them, you can toss them in the sauce, which I find that's kind of neat because you don't have to worry about it being too hot or too saucy or anything like that, because you can kind of just adjust it to your liking. So first of all, we are going to preheat the Ninja Speedi to 400 degrees, just because you can typically knock off about 25 degrees if you're going to be doing like an oven method or anything like that in your Speedi. So obviously we're going to close the lid. So I do have it all plugged in and ready to go here. And we're actually going to air fry today instead. So I'm going to see if I can just do a little extra adjusting. And so we are going to raise it to 400 like I said, and we're going to let it preheat for 5 minutes. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes since it has been preheating. So I'm going to go ahead and lift the lid, and I'm going to pour the whole entire bag in here because I'm also going to be eating with my daughter. So, and that's a nice thing too, because you know they're not sauced like I said, so I can pick out her just a couple bites and then not put any sauce on them. And then I can, you know, sauce up the rest of them for myself. Because, you know, she's just she's a little thing, so she doesn't need to be eating any of the really hot stuff, at least not yet. Alright, and so I have those in there. So it says to cook for 8 minutes, and then you're going to flip them over. Of course, we're going to be shaking them in 8 minutes, and then cook for an additional 8. So go ahead and close the lid, and then we're going to adjust our temperature, our time, because we need it to be at 16 minutes then. And also, while this is cooking, it says to, on the box here, for the sauce portion here, it just tells you that you do need to thaw the sauce pouch in hot water for 6 to 8 minutes. So I'm just going to leave it thawing out until we're done cooking completely, just to make sure we're nice and thawed out. So I will be back in 8 minutes to give them a little shake. Alright, we've got about 4 seconds left. Alright, now it's time to lift. And so as you can see, even with adjusting the temperature a little bit, we are pretty crispy. So I'm going to give them a little shake, and I'm going to leave them in here for only 4 more minutes. So I will be back in 4 minutes. Alright, so like I said, we're almost to the 4-minute mark. So I am going to check them, and to me they look really good. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out because they look nice and crispy. So I'll let you guys have a look. But yeah, that is cooking them for 12 minutes instead of the regular 16. And keep in mind, we are using the Ninja Speedi, so I'm going to go ahead and pour them directly into my bowl and set that off to the side here. And I will go grab the sauce. Alright, and so like I said, I did go ahead and pick out some pieces for my daughter because I'm going to be adding in the sauce now. I don't really know. So I'm just going to pour about half of the sauce in there. And it says to go ahead and throw away any unused portion. So I'm going to go ahead and just toss that. No pun intended. And then yeah, you're just going to, now that they're all done, and you can kind of gauge, like, if you want more sauce before you throw it away, you definitely can. But for me, that looks pretty good to me. So that is how you do the buffalo chicken bites in your Ninja Speedi. I am going to let them cool down before I taste them. Alright, so it's been a little bit, so I'm going to take this little juicy bite here. Ooh! Man. Buffalo sauce is very nice. I like the fact that they're nice and crispy as well, because having uncrispy chicken bites is just not fun. So, yeah, I would definitely make these again because they're really simple. And like I said, you can adjust your sauce level. So if you want them like really saucy, you can pour the whole packet in, or you can just pour a little bit. It is entirely up to you. You can even use it as like a side dipping sauce if you want to. So, but yeah, they are absolutely delicious. I highly recommend.